Well, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Man, it's been about what, 3.5 years since I've been on this site. And yeah, just wanted to just say, I'm announcing my return to doing reviews on YouTube. And I know it's been a while, and if I'm honest with you, I'm kind of, surprised that my subscriber count has kind of remained the same. As I think the last time I checked, there's only about maybe about 5 people who unsubscribed. So either, I have loyal subscribers, or everyone who has subscribed to me has forgotten about me. One of the two. But anyway, moving on. So this is gonna be an unscripted, unedited video on just where I've been all these years, and just kind of explaining my whole story and everything like that. So, but yeah, anyway, moving forward, I just want to go through everything that happened in the last few years. So basically do that. I want to start off with Hollow Knight, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, Hollow Knight was the game that I was supposed to review after Cuphead, actually, which was back in December 2017. And the funny thing was, I actually did play it. I recorded the footage and all that other kind of stuff. But the one thing I noticed about that game was it was a good game. I think it was a decent game, but I feel like it became too tedious as the more I played it and everything like that. And I realized that the more I was playing it, the more I didn't really have much to say about it as well. And I don't like to review games if I don't have a lot to say about it. And as far as I'm concerned, I love the graphics of it. I loved the soundtrack was decent as well. But the art style was really good. The character design was really good. But I feel like the gameplay could have, been improved a bit. The difficulty was a bit unnecessarily difficult, if I'm honest with you. And like I said, I feel like it became too tedious after a while. So that's kind of the reason for why I decided to just drop Hollow Knight after a while. So yeah, so basically that's exactly what happened with Hollow Knight. But yeah, let's just go into the main event, the reason for my long absence. So if we go back to 2017 as a whole, that year was probably my most active year. Like, I did a lot of reviews for that year, and I think it's also simply because so many great games came out in that year. Like, if you look back, look how many great games came out that year. Horizon, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, Crash Bandicoot, Cuphead, freaking Sonic Mania, Nier Automata. Those games there was so many great games that I played, and it just made me want to review them. And I feel like at the same time, I realized, even though I liked the fact that I had such a momentum going, I felt like after that whole period of doing all those reviews within the throughout the whole of that year, that I realized that maybe I think I got myself a little bit burnt out, if I'm honest. So then I started to realize that after that, basically what ended up happening was, I think it just took a toll on me, and especially after I decided that, to top it off, when I did the top 10, or not top 10, top 5 games of 2017, and then I also made a couple music related videos after that as well. I made my top 10 albums of 2017, which is no longer on the channel. I took that down. And I also, towards 2018, I was doing a bit more music content. So I did a CD collection video that I took down. I did a vinyl collection video that I took down, and I even did a vinyl update. I think about like 2 or 3 weeks later, just just showcasing the recent records I got. So yeah, it was 2018 was in a very weird place. I was in a weird place. I didn't really know what to do, and that's why I kind of felt to do music related content again, because if you remember, like, my OG subscribers, that is how I started out. I started out doing album reviews and music related content. So I thought to myself, let's go back and do that again. because it's been a while since I did that. But then I was just like, you know what, fuck that, nah. Gaming reviews is what I want to stick to, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I think it was also because in 2018 there was practically a drought of games. There was barely any games that came out that I was actually interested in. The only ones that I could actually think of was God of War and Spider-Man. But at the same time, Smash Bros as well, Smash Ultimate, yeah, that came out that year too. But yeah, those were the only games that came out, and even though those games came out, I just didn't want to review those games, because I think in 2018 my mind was just set on other things. I wanted to, improve my career, I wanted to, progress in my career and just do other shit. So I just realized it just got to a point in 2018 that I just didn't feel like doing reviews anymore. Like, obviously I wasn't, planning on quitting. Like, that was never in the cards. It was more just the fact that I just wanted to just take a small break from doing reviews. I think it was just as I mentioned before, the burnout was just too much, and in 2018 I was doing other things, so I just didn't really have as much time as I did in 2017 to do all those videos again. Even though there was not many games that came out, I was still doing quite a lot on that year, and I just didn't want to do much in terms of reviews. So the other thing that I realized for my long absence is that my biggest inspiration for doing reviews in the first place is Some Call Me Johnny. I love his reviews. He's my favorite YouTuber, and he still is to this day. I've been subscribed to him since 2012, and he's the one that's inspired me to do gaming reviews in the first place. But at the time when I decided to do it, I didn't have a job. I was still studying in college. I wasn't earning any. I didn't have an income, so I couldn't afford a capture card to save my life. So obviously, and I didn't want to record my TV screen from a camera and like turn the lights off and stuff. I did not want to do that. So that's why I started off doing album reviews in the beginning. But once I did get enough money, once I did get a job and I was able to afford all that shit, I built my PC and I started doing gaming reviews and everything. One thing that I realized is that I was too inspired by Some Call Me Johnny, and what I mean by that is it was to the point where I was not necessarily copying him, but I was kind of saying, especially if he did a review that I was planning on doing, I would kind of watch his review and see what he said about the game, what he pointed out about the gameplay and the story and everything like that, and I would kind of formulate my own opinions based on what he said. Obviously my opinion was still my opinion, but it had a lot of inspiration from what he said. So yes, that's really truly because of that I just didn't really felt like it was my own identity. And to what really cemented that was when it came to whenever I did my voiceover work. And what I'm basically talking about is when I'm talking about going over the scripts that I make. Obviously whenever I do reviews, I make a script first, and after I've done the script, what ended up happening afterwards, I end up recording. But if you watch any of my reviews, you can tell that I'm reading from a script, like, because it's basically it's like I'm reading a book. Like, there's no fluctuations in my voice. There's no, like, how I'm speaking right now, this is how I normally talk. And I wanted to get to a point where I wanted to, speak like this while I'm doing reviews. And for some reason, it just was not happening back then. I don't know why. And plus, I was definitely speaking a lot more. I don't know what the word is. Was it a bit more like passive, I guess? So, I'll kind of speak like this in more of a high pitched tone. And again, not how I speak, so I don't know why I was doing that. So yeah, that was also a problem. And then 2019 happened. 2019 I consider one of the worst years of my life. I was in a really bad place that year. So reviews were not on my mind at all that whole year. I just did not want to do reviews. I was just I'm not gonna go into it, but I was just not in a great place. And 2020, well, I mean, do I really need to explain what happened in 2020? I mean, the whole world knows what happened in 2020. So, and yeah, thankfully I was kind of in a better place at that point mentally. But I was more focused on, just working on myself. So that's the reason why I wasn't doing reviews. But towards the end of 2020, that was where my interest in doing reviews came back. But then it came to this decision. If I was going to do reviews again, I wanted to move out first. It was just getting to a point where anytime I recorded, everyone would just come in my room and interrupt my recordings, and it would always fuck me up. I would always have to wait until no one is outside my door, because anytime someone is outside my door, even if they were just walking past, it distracts me, and I hate that. So I wanted to be in a place where I have space, my own space, so I can make my own videos without any kind of interruptions. So I wanted to move out before returning to doing reviews, and now I've done that. I'm in a brand new location, and plus it also kind of coincides of making a grand return to doing reviews as well for me, doing just basically a complete fresh start, and just basically start off right, so. But yeah, that's basically my story as to where I've been and everything like that. And yeah, so you're probably wondering at this point, what's my next review then? Well, you're looking at it right now. Near Replicant will be the next review. So, which, if I'm honest, at the time of this recording, I've actually finished it. It's done. It's ready to go. So I'm gonna upload this video, and once this video has been uploaded, I'll probably upload the Near Replicant review, maybe say about a couple days after, depending on what I'm doing. So yeah, and I think after that I'll be doing Ori and the Will of the Wisp. You're damn right, I'm going to be reviewing that game. So that came out last year, and I've got a lot of things to say about that too. But yeah. Oh, and keep in mind as well, the other thing I forgot to mention is this. When it comes to doing reviews nowadays, from now on, I'm going to be doing reviews how I initially intended it to do, which is going full on in depth. That's another reason why I wanted to stop doing reviews as well, is because I realized that at the time I was doing reviews for other people. I got feedback from a lot of people saying about how I should make shorter reviews and stuff like that, and just kind of skim over the game itself, and give most of your opinions and everything like that. And that's not what I want to do. Whenever I make reviews, whenever I want to talk about something, I'm the type of person who likes to give a full explanation. I got to a certain point, like if you look at pretty much all of my reviews except the Freedom Planet review, which was what I wanted, like it's a 25-minute video where I go over the story, tell my thoughts on the story, and then go over the gameplay, go over a lot of gameplay aspects and all that kind of shit. That's the type of video that I want to do. But past that, Ori and the Blind Forest, Horizon, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, freaking Rise of the Tomb Raider, Cuphead, Sonic Mania, Nier, all those reviews I just skimmed over, and you can see that most of them is either just under 10 minutes or just under 20 minutes, and I don't really go into detail on those. That's another reason why I stopped doing reviews, because I realized that I wasn't doing it for myself anymore, and I was just like, well, if that's the case, then what's the point of me doing it? So now that I'm back, just know that I will be doing full-on reviews, and trust me, this game, Near Replicant, oh boy, I have a lot to say. So anyone who has shit attention spans, I recommend not watching it, because you're probably gonna get bored. But to anyone who does wanna know my full-on thoughts on this game, obviously you're welcome. But anyway, just to let you guys know, that's my end of the story. I'm back and I ain't dead, so you guys can stop thinking that as well if any of you have thought that. So with that said, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, this is Stealth signing out.